My dear friend, good morning, Namaskar. Welcome to the program Gyan Se Kalyan. We are providing this service on behalf of Vishwa Manav Kalyan Charitable Trust. This is dedicated to the welfare of the society or world society. So, my dear friend, we have started giving basic information for the benefit of the students of accounting and management who are doing 11, 12, BCom, BBA, MCom, MBA, CA, and other professional courses and who are in practice. Basically, some of the learner are afraid of accounting, but this is a very simple subject. If we know the basic, we will able to understand the process of accounting and the management of the accounting as well. This is very important subject. This is practical subject. So now we are proceeding to the next part, that is process of accounting. So what is account here? This is very important questions. So an account is an individual accounting record of increase and decrease in a specific assets, liability or owner equity item. A company will have a separate account for each item as cash, salary, expense, account payable, and so on. So next, my dear friend, here we have started debit and credit. So this is a very important concept in accounting. So in mathematics, we are using minus and plus. So in accounting, for adding and subtracting, these two terms are also used. So the next question is, what is the basic form of account? So, and what are the format of account? In the simplest form, an account consists of the title of the account. We are giving the name. The left side we are writing the debit, and in the right side we are credit the right side we are writing the items of credits. So we are making in the form of T form. So this is the examples of T form. In the left side debit balance and the right side credit balance. So here some of the examples are given for your convenience. So my dear friend, the next one is the format of cash account. So when we are receiving cash, we are putting in the debit side. So this is debiting an account, and the examples are here when the owner is putting cash for starting the business. So we are putting it in the debit side, and the when someone is withdrawn the cash, then we are writing in the credit side. So here is the rent is paid for rupees 7,000, which is shown in the credit side of cash account. And when we are merging the two accounts, so debit side is 15,000, credit side is 7,000, and the balance is 8,000. So this is the very simple way of debiting and crediting in an account. This is the also called the ledger account. My dear friend, here the narration is given. So double entry system. Next one is very important. What is double entry system? In double entry system, debit is always equal to credit, or we can say there are two account involved. When we are doing any transactions, when we are going to the market, when we are buying something, we are getting the goods and we are paying the cash. So always there are two side involved. So this is called double entry system, or here we can put it in the other way in the form of accounting equation, that is assets is always equal to liability plus capital, capital plus liability. So normal balances here. Now we are going to understand the different aspects of the account. So there are assets and liability and different income and expenditure. So what are the normal balances and what that exhibit we are now going to understand. So in case of the assets account, that is the resources account, increase debit means increase and credit means decrease. All the plus are debited and all the minus are credited. Same thing reverse happening in case of liability. So we are debiting the decrease and we are crediting the increase, or we can say the plus is credited and minus is debited. So my dear friend, the normal balance of the assets is always debit and the normal balance of the liability is always credit. This should be kept in mind. So my dear friend, the owner's capital. So in case of the capital or owner's capital, decrease is always debited and increase is always credited. So the normal balance of the capital account is always credit. So next one is the drawing. Drawing is the amount withdrawn by the owner for his personal use. So increase in drawing is debited and decrease in drawing is credited. So the normal balance of the drawing is debit. So next one is the normal balance of revenue and expenses. Now we are going to understand. So here I am trying to explain you. In case of the income, revenue or sale, always we are crediting the increase and debiting the decrease. So same thing in case of the expenses, there is a reverse thing is happening. Always the increase is debited and the decrease is credited. So my dear friend, revenues normal balance is always credit and the expenses normal balance is always debit. So here the summary of these all the things we are now understanding. Assets is equal to liability plus capital. So as we have already explained, assets debit means plus and credit means minus, liability debit means minus and credit means plus. In case of the owner's equity, debit means minus and credit means plus. And owner's drawing, debit means plus and the credit means minus. And in case of the income, debit means minus and the credit means plus. So next part, we are going to understand the journal. So journal is very important. Transactions are initially recorded in chronological order in a journal before being transferred to the account. So every company has general ledger which contains a space for date and account title and explanation and the references. And my dear friend, there are two columns for money or rupees, that is debit and credit. So here is some other part of the journal. So my dear friend, journal makes several significant contributions to the recording process. It discloses in one place the complete effect of the transaction. It provides in a sequential manner, chronological manner, all the records of transaction. It helps to prevent or locate error because the debit and credit amount for each entry can readily be compared and we can simply understand with the help of the journal what is happened, what is the basic themes of the transaction and what is journalizing. Now we are proceeding. Entering transaction data in the journal is known as journalizing. Separate journal entry is made for each transaction. A complete entry consists of the date of transaction and the account of amount to be debited and credited. A brief explanation, this is very important, explanation tells us about the nature, date and amount, quantity, what is happening in transaction. So technique of journalizing, this is very important. So here some example is given as we have already seen in case of transactions. So here Mr. Dockett invested 15,000, so cash account debited and capital account credited, and he has purchased equipment for 7,000, so equipment is debited and cash is credited. So now here is the date, which is very important. So next part is the debit account title is entered at the extreme left margin of the account title and explanation column. The credit account title is intended on the next line. So here again the explanation is there. This is wrong, this is correct way. A brief explanation is required. So invested cash in business, purchase equipment for cash. This is very important thing as we have already explained. So now the column title reference is also very important. This is the reference. So my dear friend, here simple and compound journal entries. This is the simple journal entries, and now we are going to have a compound journal entries where the various transactions are recorded at one place. And next, here you see there are three parts: equipment, cash, and note payable. Three entries. So now we are proceeding to next part, that is accounting equation. As we have already seen that debit is always equal to credit and assets is equal to capital plus liability. So here just we are understanding in simple way, accounting equations signify that the assets of a business are always equal to the total of its liabilities and capital, owner's equity. The equation is A is equal to L plus C. A denotes assets, L denotes liability, and C denotes capital. And we can find out with the help of this, if we want to find out the assets, and if we want how much capital is invested, we can deduct the liability from the assets. So assets we can get. And if we want to find out the liability from the assets, we can deduct the liability. So my dear friend, next is very important, that is the ledger. So the ledger is the principal book of accounting, and this is the summary of transactions we are posting from the journal to the ledger. So in journal we have seen there is a column that is called LF, ledger folio. So it contains different accounts where transactions relating to that account are recorded. A ledger is a collection of all the accounts debited and credited. So here the name of the account, debit and credit, and then date particular LF, date particular LF. There are two sides, right hand side and the left hand side. Both side we are putting. So amount is also given. Posting from general, when we are taking the items or different things from the journal and we are putting in a systematic manner in the ledger, that is called posting from the journal. The posting is the process transferring the entries from the books of original entry to the ledger. In other words, posting means grouping of all the transactions in respect of particular account at a particular place for meaningful conclusion. Meaning is very important and to further accounting process. It is periodically done, maybe weekly, monthly. Now, there are some questions for your test, so you have to attempt it. to verify, to test your progress. So first one is state the title of account affected, type of account and the account to be debited and credited to be credited. Also try to make journal entry. So here some of the information is given. Bhanu commenced business with cash rupees 1 lakh. Next transaction is purchase goods on credit from Ramesh 40,000, and this is the another transaction. So here few transactions is given. Now the next question, tick the appropriate one. So some information is given for your help. So you have only to tick which one is the assets, current assets, non-current asset, current liability and non-current liability. So there are different types of the assets and liability. Some of are the current, some of are the non-current. All the assets are non-current and all the long-term resources are non-current. So for your help, just I have given you the hint. So you try your best. Thank you. So now we are proceeding to the questions for practice. This is some questions I am trying to give you. So these all are the short answered questions. You try yourself. If you find any difficulty in the first slide, I have given you my mobile number and my email ID. You can ask questions relating to the basics of accounting. I will try to answer. You should give your email ID or WhatsApp number. I will try to provide you the services with the help of email or the WhatsApp or the mobile numbers. So here are some questions. Why it is necessary for accountant to assume the business entity will remain as going concern. So this is question relating to your concept and conventions and the principles. When should revenue be recognized? Are there exceptions to the general rule? What is basic accounting equation? Just we have seen. So next one, we are proceeding to the basics of accounting and the journal compound journal entry. This is what is given is the wrong entry. We cannot put the debit and credit and again debit and credit mix up. So there is a system in accounting. So all should be put in a sequential manner, in a systematic manner, because bookkeeping is the recording of transaction or business transaction in the form of monetary transaction in a sequential and systematic manner and this scientific manner. So this is the definition of bookkeeping. So just we are going to have the correct form of things. Next one is the ledger. The entire group of account maintained by a company is referred to collectively as ledger. So the general ledger, individual assets, individual liability, individual owner's equity. So here some examples are given for your reference purposes, for your understanding purposes, what includes in individual assets, equipment, supply, account receivable and cash, liability, interest payable, salary payable, account payable, notes payable, and the owner's capital includes all the expenses and revenue. We have already examined it in our previous slides. So my dear friend, here is the system of posting a journal entry in simple way. So cash, debit, capital, credit, and we have how we are posting it to the ledger. Here I am trying to give you in a very simple form. So here debit is posted in the debit side. So here is the debit balance. Now you see the another part of the posting. Here date is reflected, and here journal folio is given. Here credit amount is given in the credit side, in the capital account. Now we are proceeding to the other part, that is the trial balance. Trial balance is a statement prepared to check the arithmetical accuracy of the different transactions recorded in the account. So a trial balance is a list of account and their balance at a given time. The procedure for preparing the trial balance consists of listing the account title and their balances, totaling the debit and credit, providing the equality of two columns, and getting the balance. Here is a simple format of trial balance is given for your references. So the total of debit and credit must be equal. If there is any difference, it will not match. Next, we are going to have a look the limitations of a trial balance. A trial balance does not provide that all transactions have been recorded or the ledger is correct. If any transaction is not recorded, trial balance will not show it. There may be many errors, though the trial balance column may agree. The trial balance may balance even when transaction is not generalized. A correct journal entry is not posted. Journal entry is posted twice. Incorrect amount account are used in journal posting. So offsetting error are made in recorded amount of the transactions. My dear friend, so now we are giving you brief introduction about our trust so that you can help the people at your own, or you can help us to helping the people, serving the society. Our basic aim is to serve the society with the help of knowledge, with the help of providing correct information, with the help of giving basic knowledge to the needy person. We are providing Akshar Gyan who are illiterate, who don't know the alphabet ABCD. If we are able to provide some basic knowledge to the people who don't know anything, it will be a very great service to the society. Akshar Gyan, making illiterate to literate, or our principal age, each one teach one. My dear friend, whoever age coming to you who don't know anything, we must try to literate them. This is our principle, each one teach one. So you try to literate one. This will be a very great service to the society. So here the some of the objective of our trust are given for your references. My dear friend, we can serve the society in any way. So you may help yourself. So here some of the information regarding our bank account is provided to you. Thank you.